श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरम् गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। अहेयमनुवादेयं मनोवाचामगोचरम् अप्रमेयमनाद्यन्तं ब्रह्मपूर्णं महन्महः। Knowledge matters and not your action. Activities are not possible all the time. You know very well the nature of the body. A time will come when no action will be possible. But knowledge can be there. And knowledge alone will keep you comfortable. And of course, here, knowledge about what, that's important. Knowledge about what? Knowledge means there has got to be an object of knowledge. Knowledge of something. Here, the knowledge about the truth of the universe, truth of yourself, truth of everything. Knowledge about the truth of everything. Why I'm telling the truth? Why the scripture says the truth? That's because presently, whatever it appears, it was not there once upon a time. Whatever it is appearing now, it was not there once upon a time. Just like, for example, there is a child which is born. It was not there in this form. A few days before, it was not like this. And of course, before the parents getting married, before that, what is the question of the imagination of a child, even the imagination of a child. So you know very well. It was not there once upon a time, and that also you also know very well that it's not going to be here forever. That also it is known to everybody. So, the system of knowledge, mind, you know very well, it is less developed, more developed in different insects, animals. They have also the thinking capacity. In fact, the mosquito also knows where its food is. That's why it is near you, flying around you in search of food. It has got the knowledge that here my food is there. Fish, animals, they do have knowledge. The cat looking at you, you know how it looks at you. If you approach the cat, it will run away. It knows there is some problem out here. So it is wise for me to run away. This fellow knows. So they do have the principle of knowledge, which the plants do not have. And the same principle, I tell you, same principle is there with respect to the human beings. A child going for food is there, suppose some sweets are there, the child will run towards that. Any child will run for that matter. Just like the mosquito. Yeah. Mosquito has got the knowledge, the child has also got the knowledge. When you grow up, what happens? Then you decide. The decision-making capacity, it increases with the advancement of the age. Your decision-making capacity increases, and you decide what to eat, what not to eat. Whether if I take it away, will I get bitten without paying. So you have to pay, no? You have to do something to get something. You have to give something to get something. All these things, these are also knowledges. So knowledges are bound to be there for the human beings if the person is normal. And from the very birth also there are human beings who don't know anything. Mentally retarded children, they are born, so don't have the knowledge of the world. They're just born. They're in the system. You can't do anything about it. This is with respect to the mind. And nature of the mind is wherever you are, wherever the person is, he will collect information from the surrounding. A person living in South Africa, let's say, a person living in South Africa inside the dense forest, he will gather knowledge whatever is around, and he will act there accordingly. Just like we are doing our works wherever we are, whether it is cooking, whether it's cleaning the room, whether it's cleaning your clothing. There are people who don't need to clean their clothes. Why? Because they don't have any cloth. There are places even now. So you gather knowledge in whichever surrounding you are growing up. Now, another thing that helps in this knowledge is your language. Language itself is not knowledge. Based on language, knowledge takes place. Based on knowledge takes place. When I speak something, you understand. And you understand and act accordingly. Suppose I say, this shop, the sweet shop is there. Suppose I say, in this place, the sweet shop is there. You understand what I say, and you go there and get whatever you need. So language creates knowledge. Just words are themselves not knowledge, but they help in creating knowledge. And that word has got to be understood by the person who I am speaking to. Mere speaking is not going to help, because the other person also has to have the knowledge about the language. I keep speaking in English and the person doesn't understand, it's meaningless for him, definitely. Because sometimes I see, when you are angry in this particular place where I am living here, so when somebody is angry, you use different language, not your original language. Suppose you know a few languages, two, three languages, generally that much people know two, three languages. So when you are angry, you speak in some other language. The other person doesn't understand, but you are angry, He can look at you and he understands that you are angry, but he doesn't understand anything, and something has gone wrong. Just like when you are shouting at a cat doesn't know why it is so. But the cat knows that there's something wrong and it will run away. Then you have the impact of your speech. So these two have the capacity. One helps in generating knowledge. Independent of any language also, the mind gets information from the surrounding, as I told you. Open your eyes means when you open your eyes, you don't need any language. What all things are there, you see. Even if you don't have any language, suppose you don't know any language. When you see something which is not desirable for this body, let's say for example a snake, you see that there is a snake, so you run away from that. Then no language is required, just seeing itself, just hearing itself, just feeling. So if I feel cold, I don't have to say that I feel, or somebody has to say, so you are feeling cold. I'll say, no, I feel cold, I know very well. So I take the help of a piece of cloth, I wrap myself. So activities take place based on your knowledge and language. And as I told you, irrespective of any language, a person can use this word. There is no problem. But this knowledge about what? That's important. Knowledge about what? This word manovacha magocharam, what the scripture says here is, you cannot know the truth about the universe with the help of mind and language. See the problem? It's a problem, universal problem. Through the help of mind and language, you cannot have the knowledge of the source of the universe. See, then there won't be any effort on the part of the human being. Nobody will try because the principle of knowing is mind. And if that instrument is not useful, why should I try to know who is this, who or what is the source of the universe? So when I know that I cannot know, how can I try? And how can I believe also? Somebody is telling me, so I will show you the Lord. I will tell you about the Lord. So I want to believe him because I know it's not available for mind and your speech, language. How can you reveal the Lord through language? So there's no question about prayer, etc. It's meaningless. This is how yes, people conclude. That's the reason why there are so many people who don't believe in the existence of any supernatural power or God, etc., or whatever you call. There's nothing. You just live, they say. Why they live? They live, they say, because they don't apply their mind. It is not there. Lord is not there, or Lord said them that I'm not there. I sometimes think, so anybody telling me that there is no Lord, I should ask him. I would ask him rather. I would ask him, you please tell me how the Lord is not there. You just explain me how Lord is not there. This fellow cannot explain, I tell you. This fellow cannot explain. When I say, you please explain me how Lord is not there. So generally what happens, nobody is bothered about this, Nobody is bothered about this. They're drowned in their activities, whichever level you are. There is a verse in our ancestors, they have written, as Bhagavan Sankaracharya. He was a seer. He knew what the things are, what the reality about the universe, he knew. He has written. So as a child, the child keeps playing. Child keeps playing. The youth gets attracted towards variety of things of the world. And the old laments, nobody is able to the reality. Nobody is awake to the reality. Nobody is paying attention to the truth about the universe. That's what the statement. The child plays means what? Which child plays? All over the world. All over the world, every child plays. Child means it will play. It doesn't know anything. The mind is not developed. I want to do something in my life, something I will keep with me for future, etc. All this nothing. It is not bothered about anything. The child is not bothered about anything. The child in the railway station without any home, etc. That itself is the home, huge structure. Staying there, that also is playing. The child is playing. Parents are not bothered about the child. I'm talking about the railway station. The child can be born inside the forest also, but it will play. It doesn't have food. It is hungry, but when it's too much hungry, it can't play because the body won't permit. But the child will play definitely. Wherever you go all over the world, anywhere it is born, it is definitely going to play. Why? That is the nature. You understand? The child is playing. Child is playing. Next, when there is strength, youth will have millions of desires. The youth will have millions of desires. I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll become a very big person. I will go to the sky. I'll do things, this and that. So, innumerable imaginations. What type of imagination? Whatever this fellow knows. I used to imagine just like that. The time when the bullock cart was, the time when the bullock cart was there is no cycle, etc. Also, that time there will be imagination. I will make a very beautiful bullock cart. I will have a very huge bulls and two oxen, and they will drive the cart, and I will be sitting on the top of it. This is how this is how with desire definitely. But there you get happiness. So what type of desire you will have? And suppose inside the forest also, see one video I was seeing in the YouTube I was seeing that, see this the people in the forest, they live in the forest, so they cut their body, various parts of the body, the back, front, everywhere, small little cuts they make so that they can tolerate the pains of life. See the thinking of the human being. Life is not a bed of roses. It's not pleasurable all the time. So you are supposed to face varieties of difficult situations in life. So if you don't have the capacity to tolerate, you cannot tolerate. So that's the reason what they do. They cut with the help of some scissor and all. They cut with all the back and front and hand, etc. Even face, forehead also. They keep cutting small little cuts they make, and some liquid from taken out of some leaves, so they look like. Why do you do like this? That we should look like a like crocodile. They say our skin should be like crocodile. Crocodile skin very strong. So also we should feel like being crocodile, because life is like this. You have to tolerate varieties of pain. See, they also teach, but the method is wrong. Why do you say when you are healthy you can tolerate difficult situation? Is it true? When you are healthy, you have got a hefty body, you can tolerate varieties of situation. Do you think like that? When there is fever 104, you will shiver, dear. You can't do anything. You will just shiver at the temperature of 104. Nothing. There's no question of the body being strong, the bodybuilder, etc. Whatever you do, you don't pay attention to that. Torturing the body doesn't make you a strong person. Understand it very clearly. Body, whatever may be the nature of the body, your understanding is right. I mean, you can have that disposition when, even if there is trouble, you can be comfortable. That is the only way in this world. There is no second way. Never try to expect, never try to correct the external world completely. It's not possible. A time will come, nothing you can do. Very simple. So the youth has got variety of dreams. I will climb up the mountain. And today you have got dreams. What do? I'll become a star. Whatever star, I'm a film star or a cricket star. Film star, cricket star. I don't know if there is any agriculture star, etc. No agriculture star. They think it's a big thing they are doing. So this is how the dreams, and when you cross the age of 50, 60, etc., so you analyze your life. Life is gone, and I don't think much time is there. So whatever I did is nothing, you'll say. So when you age, the old man laments, I didn't do anything. What can I do? The body is not supporting me. Nobody is bothering about me. I have done so many things for others. This is how the nature of the old person were all over the world. The child all over the world plays. The youth all over the world keep imagining about varieties of things that fellow can do, given the culture. Wherever he lives, he has got his own dreams based on that culture. And whenever this old fellow is there, it will be lamenting. Why I did like this? I could not do anything. Almost nobody's aware of this reality about the universe. So this is how the universal problem. This is universal problem. And anybody who is awake to this reality, he is very fortunate. It can happen. The awareness can come at any time. Definitely not the child, but it is also possible. There are examples when the children are also they are awake to this reality. They don't keep playing. Just it's not like that. Shankaracharya, a highly, we can say, a learned person. At the age of 7, he went away from his house. You can understand this. So these things do happen, and these things, they prove that there is something more than what the human beings see in this world. There is something more. Okay, so now the nature of the mind is to know whatever is possible, and whatever the mind can know is limited definitely. Your knowledge of the sound is limited, your knowledge of the form is limited. You imagine anything that will be limited definitely. So the source of the mind, when you see source of the mind, it should be free from mind. See, every day it is happening when we go to deep sleep. There is no flow of thought. We know very well there is no flow of thought. What is there? When there is no flow of thought, something should be there, no? Suppose uh, suddenly a wave came. You can't say from nothing the wave can come. There is placid water, there is no wave, but suddenly wave came. The wave has to come from water definitely. Similarly, be careful about what I'm telling. So when there is a thought means there must be some source from where it is coming. And who will know this? The mind alone. The mind alone will know. The mind alone will know from where it is coming. The source is not known to the source itself. The source will be known to the mind. So mind means just a piece of knowledge. There is nothing called mind itself. See, it is an instrument inside. You see that it is inside. Inside why? And you say don't give a place, given place to this mind. Don't give a place. According to the scripture, the mind is staying in the entire body and entire body. It is not staying in a given place. So the thinking person, he understands that when there is no creation, who will think about this absence of the creation? Human being alone, because the analytical capacity is there in the human beings. No other creature has got the analytical capacity. The ant doesn't analyze. The elephant doesn't analyze. The analysis, the capacity to analyze is given to the human beings. Okay, so given that analytical capacity, you can understand that before the creation there must be something. This is the thinking of a mature person. There must be something from without which nothing can come, definitely. And that, how do you know? That's important, because the way you know the world, the same way you cannot know the truth, because the basis of the mind is the truth and not the thing that the sense organs report. The Lord is not this sense of not what the sense organs report. This is where the uniqueness of the scripture, this subject matter that we are discussing, this is the uniqueness. It is not the sense organs what they report. Sense organs report that organs they report sound etc. Sound etc. they report. And what you can talk about what the sense organ can report, and plus of course this is where the uniqueness of the sound also, this particular type of sound, the scripture sound, I mean the sound of the scripture. And what is the sound? There is something when the mind is not functioning also, this all you are hearing is sound, nothing else. There is something, the basis for all the thoughts. There has got to be a basis, and that basis is you. In fact, this sense of I-ness, I am, this is a thought. And without that I-ness thinking also, you know that you are there. Suppose you just open your eyes. You don't say, I am seeing, etc. You don't say just like that. Seeing takes place. Seeing takes place. So when you open your eyes, seeing takes place, and you act accordingly. You don't say, I'm seeing this, I'm hearing this, etc. You don't say all these things. Huh? So seeing takes place. So when this understanding is there, that when the mind also stops functioning at the time of deep sleep, something is staying, something is remaining there, and that I am. And what is that? This sort of understanding, it will not take place, just like the knowledge of the world, but knowledge of the source of the world, source of the universe will take place definitely in the form of infinity. And this sound that helps in generating the knowledge, the sound also doesn't have any its existence. Sounds also doesn't exist in the truth. When mind itself is not existing in the truth, where is the question of sound? So it is beyond sound and mind now. So this is not, we can't appreciate then. We can't appreciate. Suppose I say the wave that you are looking, okay, you see the wave, but when I say, see, the water is beyond the wave. Water is beyond the wave. When I say, do you see the water somewhere else? Same way, my dear, same way it is there. You don't have to see some. When I see only placid water, there's no wave. Then only I understand it is water. This is the problem of the human beings. When I see that water is there, only water is there, no wave. Then only I appreciate water. So what is the problem in the water being there in the wave? Maybe it is a huge wave, doesn't matter. But water must be there in that wave also. This is what the teaching. So you don't have to be blind, don't have to be deaf in order to understand the truth. In fact, those who cannot hear, they will not understand this because it's a matter of learning. And learning refers to hear, learning with respect to the help of the sense organ ear. So you analyze based on the teachings. So when somebody is telling the entire ocean is one water, you are seeing so many waves sitting in the seashore. You are sitting there, and the teacher is telling, see, all the waves are there, huge waves are there, but there is only one water. When the teacher says, you appreciate that. Irrespective of the waves being there, you appreciate the presence of water. Similarly, irrespective of the universe, whatever it is definitely the same truth. Nothing wrong in that. So don't think that beyond mind and word means mind and word, they are not the truth. They are also the truth. Yes, when there is no wave, it is water, no problem. But when there are waves, also it is water, same water, taking different forms. Similarly, the consciousness takes the form of sound, etc., sound, form, etc. No problem. In each sound, the consciousness is there. Each form, the consciousness is there. So, in universe, there is nothing which is not consciousness. This is what is subject matter. So, understanding with the help of language, but language will fall apart. The language will do the job, but what it will do? It will reveal the truth, and you will understand that. And you understand that in language also is the consciousness, free from consciousness, but it is also the consciousness, free from language, but it is also the consciousness. See, sound is free from language, definitely. Without language also sound can be there. But when sound is there, when language is there, sound also definitely will be there. Definitely. Without language, sound will be there. With language also, sound will be there. What is the problem? Similarly, with consciousness, alone consciousness, it is there. But when the universe is there also, it is there. What about the relationship between the universe and the consciousness? Just like the the sound and the language, the water and the waves, the clay and the earthen words, the gold and the ornaments, the varieties of examples are there, no problem. So universe is not separate from the source of the universe, that has got to be discovered. And why people cannot discover? Because they are not ready to accept the way the universe changes. The universe changes, the body changes, so they are not able to swallow all these things. Whatever is painful, whatever they don't like, this dislike. No, this is the problem of the human. Suppose you don't like your body, means what? You are going to suffer your entire life. Suppose you are unhappy with whatever money you have, whatever knowledge you have got, you will suffer your entire life. Suppose a poor is dying and rich person is dying. What is the difference between two deaths? One is a very much brilliant person, another doesn't know anything. Suppose both are dying the same, death is the same. How does it matter? So the assimilation has got to be there. If I become like this, I will be happy, means you will be miserable entire life, I tell you. Why shouldn't you be happy with what you are? Now itself. You don't have to wait to the in the future. That I'll be happy when I get this. I'll be happy when I get this knowledge. And if you behave properly with me, then only I'll be happy. All these things are there, varieties of conditions you put on yourself so that you become happy, and all this becomes a problem for you. So understanding has to change, misunderstanding has to go, nothing else. Misunderstanding about your expectations. Everybody has got huge expectations, expect from your body, you expect from your mind, and you feel miserable when you are not able to perform. You feel miserable. I couldn't do anything. You curse yourself. Life is gone, I tell you. Why do you think that when you do something, it becomes a very big thing? Why do you think like this? Our ancestors, they thought, and they are no more here. And the people in the Mohenjo-daro Harappa civilization, there have been so many civilizations. They are all gone. So why do you think that you are doing a big thing? This knowledge is big, I tell you. I'm not doing a big thing in my life. Whatever the Lord wanted me to do, I'm doing a little bit. So I'm happy with what the Lord wanted me to do. I am doing it. It's a misunderstanding. Why do I look like this? The Lord wanted me to look like this. Why do you do like this? The Lord wanted me to do like this also. There's no question of my doing, etc. So this sense of I am doing that, all these things will vanish. It's not helplessness, it is the reality. So that aspect of the life, the person who can digest and this acceptance, it takes time. The more you have grudge against anything, anybody, for that matter, the more you'll suffer. So as the life unfolds, you start thinking that this is how it is supposed to be, and start remaining comfortable. No matter what you are, you be happy with what you are. Everybody needs to be happy with what he or she is. Then only you can be available for this type of knowledge. In fact, no question of being happy without accepting what you are. So, mind functioning means consciousness plus mind, understand it very clearly. And when mind not functioning means it is consciousness and ignorance, deep sleep. And in the waking state, while the mind functioning, you can understand that it is nothing but consciousness. And the universe is nothing but consciousness, you understand. And if that knowledge takes place, then your life, you have done your job. Because you're not going to be here forever, you know very clearly. So, and you don't have any remorse in life because I would have done something, that sort of misunderstanding will go away. You'll be very sure, I tell you. That's what the scripture says. You'll be very sure that nothing more can be done than what I've done in my life. So that sort of satisfaction when you have, and you also know very well that anybody who understands this thing alone will have this satisfaction, nothing less, nothing less. So then you understand that what I was supposed to achieve, I have achieved. As a human being, what I was supposed to achieve, I have achieved. Nothing more can be achieved by anybody at any time. Then you remain a pleased person throughout your life. These are the system given in the scripture by our ancestors and by the Lord Himself. Rest of the time we will meditate. Meditation is meant for understanding the truth, removing confusions. In meditation, nothing comes. We should be very clear. Varieties of confusions have got to be removed. Sit straight, close your eyes. I am taking the names of various parts of the body. Look at them. Top of the head, hair, forehead, right eye, left eye, nose, mouth, right cheek, right ear, left cheek, left ear, back side of the head, neck, right shoulder, right arm, right elbow, right palm, fingers, left shoulder, left arm, left elbow, left palm, fingers, back, the chest, stomach, left thigh, left knee, left foot, the toes, right thigh, right knee, right foot, the toes, the entire body. The Lord wanted this body to be like this, male body or female body, height, the color, and everything. The place where I am born. The Lord wanted this body to be here. It was not there 100 years back. It is not going to be there 100 years after. This time the body is born. The Lord has chosen this time it will be born. Never before, never after. It applies to each and every body in this world. That includes every living beings. Similarly, each and every incident in this world, whatever change that takes place, it is because of the direction of the Lord. This is how the changes are going to take place. It could not have been otherwise. We should appreciate it. It could not have been otherwise. Yesterday, living was like this. Day before yesterday, it was like this. Last year, it was like this. So, every incident in life, we learn from that. That's okay. But this is how that's supposed to be. It couldn't have been otherwise. And future also, things that are going to happen, it will happen according to the script. And given the situation, whatever the Lord, whatever capacity the Lord has given to me, I will act accordingly. I know I can do everything, nobody can do everything. So I won't neglect in my duty, and whatever I can do, I will do, and whatever I cannot do, I will tolerate. Look how the air is entering into the body through the mouth, that is the system keeping the body alive. The capacity is there in the air to keep the body alive. Every body is alive because of the air. Be grateful to the air that is entering into the body. Without your permission, you don't have to put any effort to breathe. Breathing takes place. Lord's wish, be grateful. Pay attention to the nose where the respiration is taking place. Don't control the respiration. Don't control the breathing. Mental worship. Imagine any form because the Lord is all pervasive. Any form is the form of the Lord. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord, prostrate in front, and pray, "O Lord, give me the capacity to change whatever I can change. Give me the capacity to accept whatever I cannot change. May I know what I can change and what I cannot change." Doing salutations to the Lord again and again. Om Namah Shivaya. I am chanting. I am repeating the chant again and again. You just hear this. By hearing itself, it takes place automatically in your mind. You don't have to chant yourself. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 With water it is, with wave it is water, without wave also it is water. With all the thoughts in the mind it is consciousness, without thought also it is consciousness. Entire universe is consciousness. Just like in the dream, whatever you see in the dream is nothing but consciousness. Inert object, stone, mountain, human beings, river, whatever you see, it's nothing but one consciousness. Similarly, in the waking state, whatever you experience, external world, your own body, mind, everything is nothing but consciousness. One consciousness looking like many things. One water looking like many waves. Many waves are there, they are definitely, but water is not many. Many things are there in the universe, but consciousness is not many. Consciousness alone looks like many. Every way we will find water. Entire universe you will find consciousness. I am that consciousness. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayam Yena Margena Mahim Mahesha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Lokah Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshobarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaः सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।